Hey guys, this is a video on how to rock-to-fakie. Alright, so today I'm going to be teaching you the easiest way to rock-to-fakie. So what you're rock-to-faking is generally the second trick that you learn after you learn how to drop in. It's either you learn how to drop in and you learn how to axle stall, or you learn how to drop in and learn how to rock-to-fakie. I would try after you drop in to learn how to rock-to-fakie, because after you can rock-to-fakie, you can pretty much tail stall, which is where you're coming backwards, and then you just get into the drop-in position again. So it's basically like you get two tricks in one. Alright, so this is how you do it. This is the easiest way to learn. So here's what I would do, is I would start by going on the half pipe, and then where the creases are in the half pipe between the wood, I would make sure, tell the person, or whoever is learning, to pretend that that's the coping. And then what you want to do is you want to have them come up and pop over it, lift, and then lift back down. So lift and lift back down. So it would look something like this. Like that. And then when they get really good at that, you're going to take a small round object like pipe, for example, like about that size, something like that, and then you're going to hold it for them in the same place as the crease, or whatever you want to use as the starting point, and you hold it there, and they're going to do the same thing they did with the line, but over the little pipe. And once they get good at that, you're going to raise it and keep going until it's like this. And then, once you've done that, once they get really good at that and you think that they're comfortable, they can do it, they can pop over and pop back, then what you're going to want to do is unscrew one side of the coping and take it off. Yeah. So this is about the same size. This is the coping that you use on a half pipe. And then you're going to put it, you're not going to start low like we do with the pipe, because they're not going to have enough speed to pop back over it. So you're going to start a little bit, like halfway up the ramp. Right about there, and you're going to keep raising it for them as they get good, better and better, until it's as high as it can go without them hitting the coping. Then once they've done that, you can once you've done that, you can take the pipe away and try it on the real thing. So, what you want to remember when you're doing the rock-to-fakie is that, so once you get the pipe part down, that means you're comfortable and you can come up and then come back down. So once you've got that, that's a very good start. But one of the key things that you got to remember is that when you pop back over and you pop back down and you're coming back down, you got to lean way back like you're dropping in. Like, you know how when you're dropping in, you put all your weight forward so that your board doesn't shoot out from under you. Same thing with when you come back in. You go up, put all your weight backwards, and then you drop back in again. It's basically like you're dropping in, but backwards. Alright guys, that's how you do the rock-to-fakie.
Woo! Yeah!
Alright guys, this is another tip that I forgot to tell you about, but it's very important. So, you've done the pipe on the ground. You can do that very well. And you're trying to get over the real coping on the half pipe, but it's just not working. There's a couple things that you have to watch out for, because if you don't, then you might never be able to, or it'll make it very difficult for you to do it. So one thing is that when you're coming up over the coping and you come over it and then you come back down and you clip, which means your wheels hit the back of the coping as you're rolling back in. That just means that you're going like this. You're not pushing down hard enough to really get your board over the coping. So you can practice that just on the half pipe again, or you can keep trying it like that. Another thing, which is the most important thing, is when you're doing it and you come back down again and you've landed it, but then you bail, or you take your back foot off and you plant it back here, which is the most common thing. And let's say you do that. All right, so if you do that once, it's okay. But if you do that at the same time every time, like let's say you go up, you do it, you plant your back foot. Go up, do it, foot gets planted back here. You gotta stop and take a break, because if you keep doing it like that, then it's going to become a habit. And every time, whether you want to or not, you're not going to commit, and your foot is going to be taken off the back of the board, and then you're going to just fall or bail. Like that. Another thing is sometimes you do the same thing but with your front foot off, or it doesn't really matter. If you just see yourself doing the same thing every time and you're not landing it,
that was him.
Then you gotta stop and take a break. Take like maybe a day or two break, because you don't want to get that habit. Otherwise it'll make it extremely difficult for you. Can you stop throwing things at me?
I'm sorry.
Alright, it'll make it really difficult for you to learn how to do it. One other thing, another trick you can try though, is that, let's say you think the coping's just too big, then what you can do is you can take the coping out, and you can replace it. You can replace the coping with that little pipe that we were using earlier for on the down here. You can use the same pipe and just fill this gap here, so that this way they can literally roll. You can go up and you're over, and you can roll back down. You don't even have to pop it over, and you won't get hurt. So they'll do that, or you'll do that, and then you'll see that you can't fall really. So then you can keep trying it, and you can go up. See, you roll back in, so your wheels won't get stuck in there. So you just roll back in. You just do that a couple times. Then you can go up and try and do this. That might help you. All right, guys. Hope this video helped you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. See you later. Alright guys, so this is the third and final tip. It's not really a tip, but whatever. So let's say you guys are doing the same thing. You're taking your foot off and you're bailing. One way to fix that, this is very extreme, I don't recommend doing this without adult supervision, is you take their shoe and you nail it to the board. I don't know if you can see the nail under there. Yeah, right there. So I literally took a screwdriver and nailed his shoe to the board, so now he can't take his back foot off. So we'll see how this goes.
Go, JT.
All right, go, JT.
Might want to get 911 hold.
Just commit. What language is that?
What?
What'd you say?
He said you might want to get 911 on hold.
Oh.
I think that's a good idea, actually. All right, go.
911.
Don't bail.
Got it. No worries.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
The tactic is not working.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Somehow he still ended up bailing. I'm not sure how, but we'll just nail his other foot to the board. If we actually end up doing that, we'll make a second part to this. All right, see you guys later.
Go.
Oh, bedtime.
Okay, we kind of.
All right, guys. So this is another tip.
Can I hold it?
Stop it. Just stop.